Good morning to all. Good morning to y'all. We are here. We are here, and welcome to another episode of Wake and Pack People on a Tuesday morning. Um, OTAs are now underway again. Probably they kicking it off or starting it off right now. So we will all have to keep an eye on that. Shout out to my boy, man, the homie Zane in the building, man, like clockwork. Appreciate your support, bro. Appreciate your support. So let's get in to today's subject matter, people. First of all, man, shoot, gangsters worldwide, gangsters, thugs, demons, whatever y'all want to call yourself, man. Listen, I don't condone any of that at this point, but you got a particular enemy, you got a particular you got like gang wars or whatever. Okay, man. Make sure y'all run up and get close enough, because y'all ain't got no aim anyway. First of all, I advise y'all go to the shooting range, and I know you scared when you pulling the trigger and all that, but run up on somebody who you have an issue with directly and shoot him. Okay, I'm getting sick and tired, you know, of hearing stories, which I have over this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, little babies out there getting taken away over some stupid shit. Okay, you don't need no 6, 7, 8 year old baby girls getting taken out. No old men, no old lady, no pedestrians who ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Shooting in the crowds is not cool. No aim, bro. You're gonna hit somebody, like y'all gotta really stop. Cause that ain't gangster at all. Like at all, bro. At all, bro. Having no aim, shooting the wrong person, shooting somebody who just at work, shooting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't the purpose, man. That ain't the purpose. And then the one who you were supposed to shoot or whatever is still walking off, getting away. Like, that ain't cool, man. Y'all better change y'all the way y'all do stuff. I wish I could just say stop all the violence, but we know the young youth is not gonna listen. So at least, man, be more tactical. Like, really go, like, do something else, bro. But the shooting in the crowds is gone. Get y'all some aim, bro. Like, y'all hurting too many innocent people. Too many innocent people. No way a baby girl should be anywhere. And then she ain't got a life no more, man. Those lives are precious. Those kids are the future, bro. So that's just a shame that be happening, bro. Stupid niggas, man. Anyway, OTAs are underway. Okay, again, um, this may be one of the final last times we see OTAs as they are. It has been said, obviously, NFLPA always working on some shit. Always want to change rules, try to make it the better. And they say this is for the better. It's supposed to be for the player safety. Okay. And OTAs will be different in the form of maybe they'll make it later on, and maybe they'll classify strength and conditioning as OTAs now, the early shit. But these actual OTAs are happening now. They seem like they want to move it further down the calendar, closer to pad time, I guess, or something like that. We shall see. But again, just a little, quick warning. OTAs may not be the same as they used to be. Okay. So, whatever you guys want to take from that. It's really nothing, right? But I guess for a lot of content creators, I guess for people who are just thirsty for football, right? I think OTAs come at a perfect time where we could just have something to talk about or whatever. But seems like, for safety reasons, hey, as long as safety is the main focus, as long as safety is the main focus, we can't complain about what the NFLPA is doing or trying to do about these OTAs. Okay, so again, they might be different. They might get rid of them. I don't know what they're gonna do to them entirely, but there may be a change of OTAs. So that was in the news. We also, yeah, I'm trying to see. Shout out to Brandy. I'm trying to see, you know, How they gonna do this? How they gonna slice this? So we shall see. We'll learn some more. Obviously, ain't nothing changing this year. So let's talk about this year, okay? Matt LaFleur. Well, first of all, let's talk about Tucker Craft. Okay, I made a joke like, "What the hell is going on with all these pecs? What are y'all jacking off?" Tucker Craft, just like our coach, Matt LaFleur, lost a battle with the bench press. So shout out to Brandy again. I think she alluded to some of these players working too hard, and I kind of relate. Not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I started my workouts and went a little too hard. I could not lift again for like 3-4 days. So that was just, some muscle shit. So I'm sure these guys, they stay in the gym. I guess, they were trying to maximize it. You can't be mad at Tucker Craft for trying to get stronger, but that's what took him out. I didn't find out Zach Tom's situation, but head coach and Tucker Craft, I don't know if they people might want to look at that bench press that they using. Hopefully it ain't the same one. They better check that motherfucker out. We need all bad mystique out of here. You know what I'm saying? We need all that bad shit out of here. Sammy, the hammy, all that. So we need to check on these bench presses. Somebody have a spot on the last 2 reps, man. Help them up. We don't need everybody have torn pecs around here. So that's that. Speaking of Matt LaFleur, is he getting more respect? Is he getting more respect? Oh yeah, well shit, that's a football player's life, man. That's a football player's life, especially in season. In season, we like, coach, what we still lifting weights for? We did all that in off season to prepare us for the season. Our bodies need to heal after the games, but again, some people got different programs and different philosophies. Some say working out to help you loosen, whatever. Different programs, different philosophies. But again, like I said, it's just a good thing, and you can be happy about, NFLPA always at least trying to look out for the player safety, because I don't like having players out. Hey, maybe if they push this a little down the line, we wouldn't have all these torn pecs. I don't know. I'm not gonna blame that. But MLF, Matt LaFleur. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Shout out to Angry Casual Fan, man. Well, that's pretty much gonna be normal. We know the guy's talented. I think he fucked up by picking that jersey number. I don't know. Hopefully it means something to him. The shit just don't look cool to me, man. What happened to the sexy numbers for the quarterback? 7, 1, you know what I'm saying? Single digits, even 10, 12, certain shit. But what he got, only certain people could pull that off. It just looked weird to me. Matt LaFleur and his respect. Shout out to Milto, man. Milto is a constant reminder, man, that you guys ought to have hit the like button. My bad. I'm all over the place, y'all. You see certain people in here, that's a reminder to hit the like button. Yeah. We know Zach Tom had one too. Don't know exactly how he got his though. We know Tucker Craft is bench press. Matt LaFleur is bench press. Don't know about Zach Tom yet about how he got his. Hey, let's just go out on a limb. Bench press. Brandy, it took that long for him to get your respect? Shit, it took him 13-3 for me to get his respect, goddamn it. First year coming in. After that, I wasn't looking back. And I didn't have to look back because he went 13-3 2 more times after that, which is an NFL record. So that's when I knew. Like when they asked Goot, when did you know about J Love? Shit, when I picked him. How about that? So as soon as MLF came and won that 13, the way the NFL is nowadays, and dealing with the complicated fella, being an unknown name coming in there doing that, got my respect. But let's talk about the league's respect of Matt LaFleur. PFF, I believe, one of these outlets had him at 21st as far as coaches before going into last year. Now there's a new made-up list, and LaFleur seems to be number 7. Okay, do I care? No. They ain't gonna give him shit anyway. But I just do care. Like, I don't care about like number 7. Oh, he should be 5 or 4 that. But I just do like that they at least put him into the top 10. Because how many coaches are going to be better than him? I could count on one hand, and it ain't even really better. It could be a little slightly better situation, slightly better players here and there. But yeah, man, Matt LaFleur has climbed the ranks a little bit, 21st to 7th. That's a big jump. That clearly means somebody made a mistake. How did motherfucker get that good from this year to that year? Now, maybe they were all judging that all up on Aaron Rodgers, right? So I give them that. Okay, y'all want to say Rodgers is the reason? Well, shit, he's the reason too. It is a marriage. It is a partnership. Matt LaFleur has mostly, and if more, to do with those 13-3 records than Rodgers had. Of course, Rodgers running the helm. He's been running the helm 15, 16 years, but he was doing it with Big Mike. He was doing it with the interim. Like, it was a different deal when LaFleur came in. They had to meet each other halfway at some point, bro. LaFleur would call his shit. Now, we remember seeing Aaron Rodgers throwing up his arms, pointing at LaFleur in a bad way. We've also seen him throw up his arms, pointing at LaFleur in a good way. Like, I told you. Okay, so, you know, it all worked out. A complicated fella got, what, 2 MVPs? Or am I tripping? Under LaFleur, so, yeah, man. Got to give Matt respect. And it seems like everybody's starting to give him respect now. Let's talk about the cornerback room. Hey, let's go. I mean, we're getting closer, man. I mean, hey, all we got is what's in front of us, people. Eventually, we're going to be kicking off, but this is the stuff we got to go through. Hey, shout out to Joe. Yes, just dealing with the complicated fellow alone that we love. Again, let's not take this away. I love me some Aaron Rodgers, my favorite player in NFL of all time, right? Until, you know, J Love surpasses him at some point. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's a lot to deal with just coming into a situation, bro. It ain't like a vet quarterback and him both got, you know, traded somewhere and they're at the same spot at the same time for the first time. No, Aaron Rodgers was well established. We gave him the floor, you know, as far as talking points. You know, you've seen him rip a hole through some, you know, just some of the processes that he went through with the Packers. We let him file his grievances and all that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he's been there for a while. And that Matt LaFleur was a new kid on the block coming in there as a younger coach. Had to gain his respect. He had to gain Rodgers' respect, and he did. Exactly when he gained it, I don't know. But he had to gain it. So, you know, guys like Rodgers who done seen it all, think they know it all, and been everywhere, man, you got to convince them that you know something. You know, so LaFleur came in there, stood on all 10, and he survived, bro. Even though we still did have people screaming, fire Matt LaFleur, you know. Um, yeah, but you know, I don't know. I don't know yet about bad decisions, man. You know, because if so, one would really come into my mind that would be burning. You know, LaFleur done made some questionable, but man, when you behind with them headphones all and on, and you got to call the play before a certain amount of time comes off the clock, and you may have just got to delay a game. Listen, I ain't relating this, but I play Madden enough to where, damn, there's a routine thing going on, and I got 3 seconds left on a play clock, and I got to hurry up and call the play. Now, when this is real live going on in the NFL, and you the head coach, I think overall Matt LaFleur has come up with decent game plans, especially in bigger games, right? We beat Dallas. We beat all his playoff wins were pretty impressive wins, and then the losses. Some of them you can't even blame on him. Kevin King situation. I mean, I ain't got no problem with LaFleur. It's not a call that he did this year that I'm just like still thinking about, like, why would he do that? You know, so yeah, I'm good with LaFleur. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna see them. We're gonna see them a little later than normal. Normally we see them week 1, 2. We see them week 1 through 4. I remember one time we played them in week 1 and then played them in like week 5. Seriously, like They love us to play the Bears early, but not this year. We will not see them till week 11. And that just means Keenan Allen might not be playing that game. Trying not to go there, but I'm just going off of what we know, man. And he did that. And you know what? I wouldn't even call that ridiculous, Milto. Just because it was his first time around, and just knowing how this day and age is, and knowing how great Aaron Rodgers is, right? People had to see him without him. You know, that kind of had to happen too. Now, I wouldn't have discredited him as much as they did up until that point. But still, even the day he got hired, people, huh? Who was that? What are the Packers doing? They wanted us to get Josh McDaniels. Hey, I wonder how that would have worked out. I definitely would. I definitely would. For morale and the way we love him, yeah. But as far as fitting on his roster, shit, AJ Dillon, the guy we replace him for, gonna have an issue fitting in this roster. Speaking about fitting in, shout out to the Appleton Airport. Okay. Uh, more flights, extra flights to help out with games this year. I'm sure they're getting ready for that because of the draft too. But shout out to Appleton Airport, man. They're making it easier for fans to get in and get out, and they're helping out. They're helping out their brother or sister city, whatever people want to call it. So but that just also means just more traction coming to Green Bay or leaving Green Bay too, right? Because we got to go to do this Brazil business trip. But yeah, man, shout out to the Appleton area, man. Making it a little easier, making it a little better for us. So back to football. I can't ignore you guys. I cannot ignore the constant Eric Stokes praise. Okay. And this is really what we really all would really like to wish and hope for, right? A lot of people might think we still could get a corner out there, which I'm not opposed to, but it depends on if Evan Williams really, can he play slot? Can Javon Bullard really play slot? Can KO Oladapo really play slot? If one of them motherfuckers could play slot, we might not need a cornerback just as much as we all thought. Again, that is another reason. Let's not get caught into positions right now, especially with this defense, especially with Jeff Hafley coming in with the attitude of, hey, the best idea in the room. Hey, I don't care where we got this guy. If we say do this, that, and the third, and he gets in and does it in our scheme better than some guy who was projected higher than him, who's athletically better than him, hey, man, it's all about this too. You got to know what the hell you're doing. And what did Hafley say? You don't want to be doing too much. So, hey, man, the sky's the limit for pretty much anybody on this team. Any opportunist that wants to grab the brass ring and try to do what they need to do, then they got to do it. But back to Stokes, man. I haven't been looking for it. I ain't been typing in no Eric Stokes. I haven't been like just, looking for him and nothing like that. Anything that's come up that I've read about him is organic, and everybody just keeps talking about how much better he looks, how close he, looks to how we remember him looking at certain points in times. But they say we got a whole nother Eric Stokes out there. And if that is true, that would be great because that'll really help solidify. This guy is supposed to be opposite Jair. That's what he is supposed to be. That's what we got him for. That's what we was projecting him like. But then, hey, Valentine, 6th, 7th rounder, came up in there, got an opportunity, never looked back, came in looking a little bigger. Okay. Corey Ballantyne. Can't dismiss him at all, bro. Bro played good on the field. You can't dismiss that. I'm sure Hafley will see something in his game, right? So you got them two. Keyshawn gonna do Keyshawn things, and Keyshawn gonna do better because he's under better guidance. He's gonna be asked to do less and just do more with his physical ability. I could imagine him coming out of the backfield or into the backfield, making a play, getting a sack on the quarterback, corner safety blitz. I can see Keyshawn doing that. But yeah, man, hearing all the praise from Stokes, it's starting to get encouraging. I got to see it first, but it is starting to get encouraging. Yes. Hey, we all hope so. Shout out to Miscellaneous, man. Appreciate you, bro, for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Anybody, if you forgot to hit the like button for your boy. Anybody watching a replay, hit the like button for your boy. Let's run this up, man. We've been doing good. And let's continue. This cannot be possible without you guys. So love your interactions. Hit the like button for your boy, please. Okay, see, shout out to Joe again. Again, another guy we didn't mention. So we got competition in that area, right? And then again, Kalen King should have that chip on the shoulder. And yeah, I seen him play a little bit of. He's a pretty flexible guy as far as the secondary, so he can be in a few spots. So I believe that he'll he should be able to get it together. All that mental shit, hey man, I didn't get drafted where I want to. I'm better than that, this and that. Hey man, you got a full opportunity, what I think the best coaching staff to give you one. You really go out there and do your thing, Kalen King, they're gonna put you on the field. That's just how it goes at 1265, man. And I'm glad it is that way. Definitely he hasn't. I don't know the exact calendar time, but football time, I know he missed like shit. It seems like a year and a half. A year and a half. Seems like he missed a year and a half, which is a lot of time. But also, man, time away from the game. Time away from the game. It could help or hurt you. Some people chopping at the bit so bad, want to get into it. Got to knock off a little rust, but still, man. Shout out to Milto. It helps my morale. You know what I'm saying? I like to see comments later. You know, especially if it's interesting topics or you have something to say about something we talked about. Absolutely. But I wouldn't say it helps as far as algorithm and stuff like that. So we just got to keep hitting that. We just got to keep smashing that like button, people. Hey, shout out to TR. Busy day. Yeah, back to work, man. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work. It was fun for some though. I'm glad. If anybody enjoyed, they should have enjoyed a longer weekend than normal. But yeah, man, let's get back to work, people. Nothing wrong with work. Again, shout out to Appleton again, man, making a little more easier, man, for the travel. We got to think we about to have a lot of new in and outs coming into Green Bay, whether it's for business, whether it's draft coming soon, and Brazil trip. They were tripping off of the runway, so the great city of Appleton, helping the Packers out some way, shape, or form. I haven't heard much news about the mayor stuff going on with him, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, HPOV didn't eat none of that shit. HPOV can't eat shit, but it's all good. It'll pay off. But yeah, what did you guys eat out there? Did you guys throw something on the grill? That kind of does go hand in hand, though, Brandy. That goes hand in hand, though. You know what I'm saying? Fast wide receivers. That's we could say, oh man, I want a corner that could guard the speedy wide receivers. But those corners who could guard speedy people normally get done up in double moves. So there's always a weakness to whatever out there. So I mean, you can't get physical without getting penalties. So that's why I don't care. That's why when I first seen Valentine's game, I'm like, okay, he's a little handsy. We're gonna get a few calls. I already done said that. That comes with the package. So, he's a little handsy. He's gonna get a few calls. But overall, I think it's gonna help us out. There's gonna be that 1 or 2 flags per game. That's like, damn, bro. We gave up a first down on this one play. But if that set player wasn't as handsy the series before and breaking up in the pass, wasn't as handsy the first quarter, we're getting the interception and getting physical. It's just hit or miss, just like anything else. You can ask for any perfect situation in the NFL, and they got a counter to it. They got a counter to it. That's why it's chess, or that's why it's checkers too. It's chess and checkers. But yeah, for sure, we're gonna get penalties, especially from Valentine. And we'll see how physical these other guys are. Oladapo looks very physical. So, the penalties are going to come, but I don't mind them if a guy is really. I'd rather you get the ball caught on you and you right there and dude just made a good catch than you just to be nowhere around and the guy gets a catch. That's a difference because the dude catching the ball is like, yeah, I just caught it. But he just was like, damn, is it going to be like this every time for a catch? Like, it makes a difference how just like making a tackle, bro. You can make your little routine tackle and just get a guy on the ground, or you could be a little rough. You come with a little pop, like I've seen Bullard do, like we've seen Quay do. And the person who caught the ball or ran the ball, they're gonna think about it. They have to. You see the hesitancy sometimes in their run because they're thinking about previous hits that they've taken in a certain game. So, yeah, I mean, so many goes into that, and we could say Barry locked down Lamb, but was it Jair? Was it what he was asked to do that game? Was it the way they used Lamb? On the other side, they might not have. I mean, what did Dallas really do good at all that game? So you got to give Dallas a lot of blame. I'd be a little careful saying Barry locked down Lamb. Shit, Jair did. Okay, Valentine did. Okay, we'll give it to those guys, Keyshawn. But shoot, you know, listen. I'm glad. I am glad. We got Barry out of here. Listen, man. Again, like I always say, you got the G on your head, bro. I'm gonna cheer for you no matter what, and I want to see you do the best. Once you gone, then there's more time. Not that I wasn't being real at the time. I just was being real optimistic. We've seen Joe Barry put up decent game plans in certain situations, just like this one he did with Dallas, just like a couple of them he did with San Francisco. He knows football, okay? But as far as the ultimate goal, getting us where we need to get, getting the best out of each player and each position on defense, that's where I think Barry lacks at. He used to be a linebacker kind of savant, but Blake Martinez leaves the team and said they don't care about the linebacker position. It seems like we didn't until we got Quay. Now we got these other guys in. So, Oh, yeah, man. Listen, I'll be procrastinating, bro. HPOV merch, I mean, at some point in time, the day will come where we have the merch, man. And, it's going to look good, too. And I can't wait to, be able to get it out to you guys, man. So that is still in the works. I ought to prioritize that. But, I'll be busy. I'll be busy, bro. As soon as I do Wake and Pack, I head out, bro. And then when I head back in, I got other channels and shit to do, so I'll be busy, but that ain't no excuse. I'm committed. I'm gonna work on that for sure, for sure. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. You know, so many things could happen. You got to be in position. If Dontavian Wicks got your ass dancing from the jump, if he got your hips turned this way and that way at the beginning of a route and he's past you, you might not be able to tack the way you want to because you're out of position. So, it's a lot that comes with it. It's not just, oh yeah, the corner. If he does this every time, shit, he can. Hey, yes, when the ball's in the air and you got you some good positioning. Oh yes, that is always what we want to see. But it's so many parts and routes that a corner could get beat in. You might be the best at, once the ball is in the air. But what if somebody got a cold ass release like Dontavian Wicks to where he's behind you, ain't nothing you can do. You can't even get into that position. What if we got a burner like Christian Watson, who's just a lot faster than you? That corner can't get comfortable into a position. He already. Hey, what about that corner that Minnesota got burnt by Christian Watson week 1, whatever, however many years ago with Rodgers? Ain't nothing that corner could have did, man, to get more physical there, or because he just couldn't touch the guy, blew right past him, bro. So there's always a counter to everything. But yeah, man, I just like handsy and just touchy corners, bro. I'd rather have a motherfucker, like I always say, hey, I'd rather have one fighting, and give a catch up going down than motherfucker just wide open getting the catch. It does something to the receiver psyche too. So for sure. Some beg to differ. Now, I feel some don't think that we're horrible, but some probably think that we could get better. If I'm looking at an angry casual fan in the NFL nowadays, that's decent, right? I mean, if you separate Jair by himself to what he is, we put Stokes in a category to what he could be, what we think he could be, what we've seen from him. Okay, we've seen stuff from him, just like with Christian Watson, angry casual fan. I can see if like we haven't really seen nothing from him, and we just seen one flash, but he's put together a few games that we're like, okay, he is a difference maker. Okay, so I mean, it's solid to me. It's solid to me. But injuries. I mean, we could probably use a vet though. But shit, at this point, Ballantyne is a vet. Jair's a vet. Just because he's the star, don't mean he can't cover a vet role, and he wants to be a captain. So, I mean, but again, injuries. We could probably add one more. Probably. Corner who been there, done that, just seen a lot of things. Possibly played for Halfley at one point in time. I don't know. I'm not going to dismiss it, though. I'm not going to dismiss it. But you asking if I think the corner room going to be cool as is right now? I think so, bro. I think so. And you named all of those guys. Obviously, the other guys are safeties, right? But, you didn't name Bullard, Evan Williams, and Oladapo. Those, I mean, listen, we've seen a combination of those guys in that position, okay? I always said Keyshawn probably going to be sharing that slot role, letting one of these young bucks fill him in, because again, it really sucks for Keyshawn to be on a third and long, had to run a long route. They end up having to punt it, and then you got to punt to Keyshawn right after that. Like, bro, just, in order for us to get a little more umph from him in a return game, in order for us to not have Jaden Reed returning punts, I don't want him returning punts under any circumstance. He will do good at doing so. Flawlessly, does a fair catch. Only if he's doing that. But I can't risk somebody that impactful on our offense getting injured during the special teams play. And we got other guys that can do it. So, that'll lighten up Keyshawn's job if one of these safeties can play the slot role, which has been said all of them can do, and all of them have played in college. We didn't get them for no reason. We're not just getting them to play safety. Yeah, man. I mean, again, I told you, my little, I ain't shit. But when I had a defensive guy come in and change from 4-3 to 3-4, the 3-4, I ain't gonna lie, I think it's less of interest for linemen. 4-3 is where the lineman can eat. You can kind of not think as much, pin your ears back, and rush the quarterback. That 3-4, you gotta shed. You can still shed to a certain extent on a 4-3, but you have to in a 3-4 because there's just less in the interior. Like you ought to shed your man to get to the running back because you ain't got another guy in your next gap. So, I think this is best when you have a rotational defensive line, kind of like San Francisco. They got two rotations, you know what I'm saying? And we working on ours too. We damn near got two too. Okay. So yeah. I think we're gonna have a chance to see so Zane. I think that I think he's wants it. He's gotta want it. So for sure. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen the name come across screen and start learning about him, that's the first thing I thought about. But also the second thing I thought about was, well, nigga, this is a different king. He gonna show that he ain't that king. We gonna break the curse early because we don't want to start not getting motherfuckers due to their last names. So now, if we see a Bostic in the draft, stay the fuck away. But anybody else, I think we'll be okay. Oh yeah, no, he's about to, bro. Again, I've seen enough, right? Now, if I was waiting around to see just that big play, okay, man, we done seen it. We done seen it. Go watch it again if you need to. 4 receptions, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a Randy Moss type game, man. Moss sometimes wouldn't even touch it. This motherfucker have 3 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Seriously, you know. So I think this guy can be similar. Somebody has in this chat compared him to being like a Moss type player, and bro, he has all the attributes, bro. Obviously, he's not Moss, bro. Nobody's Moss, but you know, he has the attributes, man. Um, I don't know the percentages, right? If it's around the same logically, you think not, right? Because the guards and the center will probably be too tied up into defensive lineman. But sometimes, as an offensive lineman, your assignment is your assignment. Center, no matter who the fuck is in front of him, if he got the mic, he got the mic. So, hey, center, I got Mike. I got Mike. Hey, either this guard right here or that guard right here got to crash down so the center could go get the mic. So, I mean, the name of the game is, you know, that's why in the 3-4 too, you know, in the 3-4, you got to have big boys down there just to cover up more space, bro. Again, they trying to put 3 bigger bodies to try to cancel out 4 bodies. You know, and again, look at the great linebacking cores, right? Or just look at Ray Lewis, bro. Oh, hey, he had a Tony Saragusa, a Lodi Nada. Like, he always had him a big boy there to keep the center, keep the guards off of him. You know what I'm saying? Because the worst thing a linebacker wants, and for people to say, you know, listen, all linebackers can improve on shed and blocks, bro. That is a mismatch. Why do offenses do shit like that? Send a guard or a center on a linebacker. Why? Because it's a mismatch. A guard slash center should always beat a linebacker if he has his hands, you know, on his shoulder pads and he's firing off at him. The size weight difference does it. Now, if you're talented enough with your speed and your hands to be able to get them off you every now and then, cool. But I mean, a lineman is going to win that battle. I mean, most of the time, as they should. And, you know, I'm being prideful as a lineman on that too. We hope so. It just takes a little coordination, man. DeGuara wasn't trying to block. You know, DeGuara to me seemed more, you know, he was a Swiss Army knife, could do a lot, but you know, he wanted to catch the ball. He wasn't down there getting dirty and nitty and gritty like you know, Kraft. Kraft is just a total, just better blocker. More willing to and just more talented at the craft of blocking. No pun intended. Than DeGuara. He's just a better blocker, better tight end, better player. You know, so DeGuara is a guy who, you know, kind of like a plug and play guy, man. You know, we've had these guys before, not really like a Swerving Irvin. Hey, at his job, he did what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Not asking you to do much, but can you do this special ability? That was the kind of DeGuara deal. We never put stuff on this plate to the level we even put on Tunyon's. You know, we always had DeGuara as like a Swiss knife guy, like a, you know, H back. You know, he plays a lot of roles, but I mean, listen, I don't want to go jack of all trades, master of none. But I mean, he's not overly great in anything, right? So but again, shout out to DeGuara, man. You know, he's made plays for us. I can't take that away from him. But as far as him and Kraft is just better everywhere. Just everywhere. Kraft is better everywhere. So yeah, it will. He can help solve it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah. He's definitely a better blocker. Yeah. I mean, that means you know, I mean, they don't mean nothing, bro. I mean, I was just about to say now that means Kenny's gonna ball out. But Kenny always balls out. Kenny balled out so much that we like get Kenny some help for years and years and years. Hopefully, the help is finally here. Hopefully, that the help to me is Heavy D Devontae Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? If he develops how we want him to, and it is time now. It ain't no more, oh, give him another year. Bro done had enough years to get the physicality down, to know how the offenses are coming, just to know, he should be more of a student of the game too, just for being in the NFL a little longer. So I'm really looking for Devontae Wyatt, man. He'll make it easier for us to let Kenny go if that's what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we should give him a 2-year extension, but again, it ain't me. Yes, bro. If anything, for leadership, like it's more. It's more. But we do need him healthy. But he's gonna have to stay off that bench press for a minute. So we'll see. Uh, I seen another article. We talked about Stokes. So Stokes is getting praised like that. I seen one with Jair. Now, I forgot who came up with this one, but they said they kind of predicted a breakout, not breakout, comeback year for Jair. But I'm like, is it really a comeback year? I suppose if you think as far as injuries, if he comes back and stays healthy, he could be comeback player of the year for that. But I mean, or not comeback player of the year, just the Packers just to have a comeback season for us. I wouldn't even call it that. I mean, bro was hurt, but when he was out there, it was as advertised. So I mean, we could just keep him healthy. If we can keep him coming back healthy, I think that'll change it. But ain't no narrative change about Ja. He is a lockdown corner, bro. Shut down corner, bro. When healthy, man. So we just gotta keep him healthy. Yeah, hey, depends on who you playing, man. Depends on who you playing. But yeah, you gotta love the command. You gotta love the command, and under center, more likely a chance of doing some play action, which really helps us out. So yeah, that is a true statement. Jordan Love may be a little better under center, but I mean, he can do it all from the shotgun too, and sometimes down distance, whatever's going on. But yeah, him under center, just the command he has, and the just quick wittiness to make adjustments. He doesn't hesitate. As soon as he sees something, he got it. He got it. That's one of the first things that made me comfortable. As soon as he starts snapping the ball, I'm not looking at him throwing. I'm not looking at him handing the ball off. I am soon as the center run up there and everybody line up, his command of the whole line, like that is definitely his offense. It's his. Obviously, it's his, LaFleur's, and shit. We got to add Clemens in there. We can add Stenovich in there. But y'all know what I'm talking about. J Love, that is his offense. It seems like he knows the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs of it. And and it's only gonna get stronger. That was just 1 year. Now, Matt LaFleur and Jordan gonna have reference. Hey, remember Detroit last year? Do it that way. Just something simple like that. They didn't have that before. What was they doing last year? Oh, J Love, remember in practice or remember in a Philly game or remember when you played Kansas City? Let's do that. No, now he got a full pamphlet of games to just have reference off of. And people remember it. I'll talk to a homie right now. Oh, remember that play against Silmar on that third down? We still know that shit right now. We still know it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it was a magnificent play, or good or bad. I remember when the motherfucker did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I get up. You got to get grass out of my face mask and shit, trying to hurry up and get it out so nobody see. And then the motherfucker had to help me. That's when it get worse. Hey, face full of dirt, y'all. It happens to everybody. Quite humbling, man. Hey, you got to eat it and like it. Hey, perfectly said. Perfectly said. I mean, the fact that Brandy picked that jersey, look at this visual. Brandy's out with her friends and shit, having some tea, coffee, whatever they doing. They go into a store. One of them like, girl, look at they got some dresses in here. Shit, Brandy ass go straight to the sports section and get her a Kenny Clark jersey. And that's gangster, bro. Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be so many that we don't know about, and that shit helps. What does that mean though? Familiarity. That just means we've seen this before, and sometimes you can't even come up with. Hey, remember in Detroit? Oh, remember Seattle last year? Hey, remember the third down against the Texans? Like that shit is memory, bro. Aaron Rodgers used to say it all the time. I remember back in 2014, and then he'll tell Cobby, remember da da da, and Cobby will remember it from 2014, bro, and do the same deal without explaining it in paragraphs or in layman's. However, Aaron, all he did was reference a game, and that's we remember shit like that. So again, how do players get better? Through more reps, man. This Jordan Love, hey, and this is still just the beginning, bro. He gonna get better than this. That's why we ought to pay him now, because the next couple years, J Love really gonna come in, and it's just gonna be unfair, bro. To see how comfortable he got so quick. Yes, it was rough points, week 1 through 11, and throughout that rough stretch, 1 through 11, we had some great things happen. So to see that turn around in just the second half of the year, for him to be the best quarterback the second half of the year, what he had, I don't even want to get the line. 2 interceptions, 12 touchdowns. I don't even remember, but it was something crazy. I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that. If Jeff Hafley, what did he say? We don't want to do too much. We want to keep it simple. I mean, if he's really sticking by that, we might be running 4 or 5 plays, man. And I think we need to do that till we master those and then just start installing more and more and more. Sometimes situationally, they're going to be asked to do certain shit. Again, these games go any kind of way. You can have a game plan. What Mike Tyson say, everybody has a plan till you get punched in the face. Just like Matt LaFleur, he's been heard so many times. When Aaron Jones touches the ball 20 plus times, we win. It's one thing to hear that, but then to actually do it on a field, or even keep track, you're not keeping track of, all right, this is the 20th carry we're giving them. It's so much going on during games that things change, momentum changes. It's a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Absolutely, yeah. I hear a lot, bro. Them Lions fans, they love to tell me about Gibbs. Oh, Gibbs is gonna eat. Shout out to Montgomery too, a decent player too. But man, please, what we got, and then let's not forget about AJ Dillon, bro. Let's not. You know what I'm saying? We gonna need him. You all right? Hey, look, Josh, Marshawn handled the whole load throughout the game, cool. But when we up by 3, we up by 6, we up by a touchdown, I need AJ Dillon running that ball, man. Especially we know you're going to run situations. Okay, come tackle this guy. And he's going to be full of energy. So I think he can have a part in this team. Unless, Marshawn Lloyd just doesn't want to look back to the point where Josh Jacobs is looking behind his back, looking at Marshawn Lloyd. So, y'all, let's enjoy Josh Jacobs now. Look, we got him for 4 years. I'm thinking it might be 3, but we might have a guy coming right behind him. Hey, what Goop say, we getting ready for now and the future. And this Marshawn Lloyd pick really, really just explains that. So, absolutely, be unstoppable, bro. The closest and earliest way to be unstoppable is you got to keep it simple, man. You do not, the worst thing to have out there is a football player thinking. I mean, they think we some dummies anyway. So when too much is going on, you got to remember shit. No, especially on the NFL level. I really hope Hafley breaks it down to a sense 5 plays, man. I swear, bro. 5 plays only for the defense. I swear, bro. And within that 5 plays, there could be different check down and adjustments. So understand that it's not just going to be 5 plays, but if they get 5 plays down pat, because 5 plays could cover certain things. Every play has a check down or audible to it. If we call base cover 3 and some shit happens, they always got to check out. So again, it's not just 5 plays. It's really if I say 5 plays, that 5 plays could turn into 20 plays out of each set that can happen differently within each play, if you guys understand that. Absolutely. And wheel routes. Matt LaFleur did it a couple times, bro. He hit a couple of our guys on a wheel route, out of the backfield. I would love to see that too more. And yeah, those kind of plays, Brandy, can happen with a wheel route. And we do have the guys to do it, bro. We do have the guys to do it. And that'll be adding another kind of thing in J Love's arsenal that he doesn't have right now. I think he does need to improve on his throwing to the running backs out of the backfield. They always catching it at their shoestrings. And sometimes he just flat out sometimes he shouldn't even go to him there. There's a couple times where he did that check down. And I'm like, we damn near lost 3 yards, bro. Shit, you might as well just get rid of it. Oh yeah, man, and that's what I've been saying. What we need, a couple years ago at this point. Remember, Quay got ejected and this and that. people jumped on Quay. Oh, Quay ruined the game for us. First of all, that didn't cause the whole game. And secondly, I love it. We need penalties. We need suspensions. We just need that kind of player, especially at the middle linebacker position. Sorry, bro. Have you seen the greatest middle linebackers ever? Or even linebackers, period. If you look at the greatest ones ever, they ain't all wrapped too tight. Brian Urlacher looked like he had a little crazy in him. Sad that I said him first. Ray Lewis. Do we need to even say any more than that? Shit, let's go deep. Let's go a long time ago. Ray Nitschke. That linebacker position, you gotta it's just raw and rugged, bro. And sometimes it takes a raw and rugged motherfucker to play that position. It's crazy, bro. Middle linebacker, you gotta be a little cuckoo, man. You are a hit machine, bro. You get all the action, bro. D-line, hey, you'll get some running back action. You'll be able to get the quarterback. You ain't gonna be tackling no receivers or tight ends that often, right? Linebackers, you get all the action. You go in the backfield, you drop into coverage, you cover the running game, the passing game, you helping the secondary out. Like, you gotta be a little cuckoo, man. And Quay is cuckoo enough, and I love it. And hopefully, hey, Devontae Wyatt, I give him that too. He's like Quay's enforcer. Heavy D is Quay's enforcer. That time that little staffer, first of all, get your ass off the field. And look, somebody brushed by me. That's just football. How many times when the play happens, everybody on the ground, dudes shoving dudes out the way just to get their guy off the ground. A shove is just a instinct on the field. So, oh, boy came up in there all close. Quay initial was just like, watch out, nigga. And then he seen there was somebody else from a staff. But hey, even right after that, Devontae walked up, Heavy D walked up right behind him like, yeah, what's up? I loved it. I love that. I love seeing that. I was jumping up and down. They like, what happened? I'm like, you see them? I'm like, Devontae got his back. They're like, he gonna get thrown out. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, And then that showed us the intensity by Matt LaFleur. Think. I said, LaFleur got a little fire in him, huh? LaFleur could get a little mad. Same thing with Kraft or Musgrave. I forgot which one. They forgot, or they fucked up on the play. They was walking to the sideline, trying to walk away. Matt like, come here. He tried to ignore the come here, Matt. That nigga said, you come here. Then he grabbed Tuck or Musgrave and started talking to him about some shit. I love Matt LaFleur, man. Oh, man. Definitely. You mentioned T-Bone, and I damn near passed out, Milto. A nice T-Bone would be nice right now, but can't have that either. But we about to get up out of here, man. And today, I mean, they on the field right now, so I'm sure we'll see some cute clips. I'm sure we'll see guys in certain positions that we can talk about more. The direction, again, early shit. But let's just enjoy whatever clips we see, whatever we read on the internet about our boys. We will be back here tomorrow to talk about it. So this has been Wake and Pack. Shout out to everybody. We're getting up out of here. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Brandy Lewis. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to my boy Zane Strong, man. Shout out to Angry Casual Fan. TR. Shout out to TR, man. Shout out to my boy Joe, man. Miscellaneous. Shout out to Miscellaneous. My boy G-Pack. Appreciate you, man. And I hope I got everybody. TR, Packers Kingdom, everybody, man. Y'all have a good day today, man. Back to work, but let's all get through it. And we'll be back tomorrow, man. Hopefully we get some highlights of something, Hopefully we hear somebody's balling out. Hopefully we see Pratt's doing a little better, People just picking Sean Clifford over him. I'm just like, hey, let him get his feet wet a little bit. But again, I like Clifford too. But I mean, good problem to have. Both of them are good kids, and we're out.